Alright lads, and welcome to another lore video. Today we are focusing on the origin of a shaman class within the overall story of the game. As usual in this series we begin by stating the first character of that class within the lore, and the most lore correct race to class combination. The earliest character in the lore of WoW to be a notable shaman is Talkra, once the elder shaman of the Frostwolf clan on Draenor. Though it is actually likely that there would have been an earlier shaman in the lore, earlier than this guy's time, but this is the earliest guy mentioned. So the most lore correct class to race combination is definitely going to be Orc. Shamanism was very dominant in Orc society before the downfall of their race during the First War. Shamans gained their power from the elements like the chaotic energy of fire, which requires a great understanding to control its power and must be treated with respect, lest you want to get yourself burnt. The power of the earth that witnesses the cycle of all things, the mountains becoming deserts, rivers becoming canyons. The earth is the most stubborn and wise of all the elements, and it does not tolerate impatience. The power of water. If there is one lesson you must learn of water, it is this. Water means rebirth. Its power erodes, flows, and makes clean of all manner of things. You will find its ability to heal and replenish incomparable, but only when it is pure. The power of air may seem ethereal, but it is a pervasive force covering and permeating everything around us. Though you cannot see it, everything around you is composed of it. The waters of the oceans are saturated in it, and without it, fire cannot be sustained. The Orcs of Draenor lived in peace, and shamanism was a popular magical form, but its popularity in the Orc culture would soon nearly become extinct. Kil'jaeden, agent of a corrupted titan Sargeras, he convinced the Orcs that shamanism was a waste of time, and that they should study the demonic arts of the warlock instead. He did this by appearing to Drek'Thar, the senior Frostwolf shaman, as the spirit of Mother Kasha, the former elder shaman. He also brainwashed them into thinking that their neighbours, the Draenei, are their race's ultimate enemy and must be eradicated. Most Orc shamans like Gul'dan, Ner'zhul and Drek'Thar turned to the evil twisted ways of the warlock, opened a dark portal which ravaged and eroded the land into its more known name as Outland. War in Azeroth raged for years, and the ways of a shaman were abandoned until the son of Durotan began a long campaign to create a new horde and bring the ways of a shaman back to life. He was named Thrall by his capture Blackmoor, meaning slave in the contemporary human tongue. He eventually escaped his imprisonment and searched for his ancestral roots in the Frostwolf clan, who were occupying Alterac Valley. Thrall was taught the old ways of the Orcs, the gift of shamanism, the ability to see and commune with the elemental spirits by no other than Drek'Thar, former senior shaman of the Frostwolf clan and former dark warlock of the First War. Thrall was eventually accepted by the spirits, which had not happened since Drek'Thar's time. Not only did this mean that Thrall would become a powerful shaman, but also that elements had forgiven the Orc race for yielding to the demonic powers of a legion. Once Thrall and his new horde had settled their civilization, which became known as Orgrimmar, shamanism spread throughout Orc society, and the newly befriended Troll and Tauren race also had a connection with the elements, and so shamanism prevailed. Now for the last part of the video I'm going to explain how certain races have access to the shaman class. Obviously I don't need to go through Orc. The Trolls have always had a deep connection with the elements, though they never labelled it shamanism. Instead it was referred to as being a witch doctor. Most Trolls were shadow hunters, but if some couldn't comprehend that power, they became witch doctors. The Tauren worshipped Earth Mother, which gives them their connection to the elements, and they have also helped the Orcs regain their symbiosis with the elements. Goblin can become shamans simply because they were taught its power from the other races. Draenei can become shamans because of the broken Draenei, Farseer, Norbundo. The Broken are a de-evolved race from the Draenei, who came as a result of the Orcs' massacre on the Draenei race. Norbundo's power of the light was lost with his de-evolution, and he prayed atop a mountain which overlooked the sacked city of Sharterer to re-establish his connection to the light, but instead the wind replied and revealed the power of the elements to him. Eventually, as time goes on, he goes to the Exodus of a crashed ship on Azeroth, and he teaches the Draenei about shamanism. For the dwarves, their connection to the elements is likely because dwarves derive from the Earthen, who are a humanoid prototype created by the Titans to help shape the world of Azeroth after they had gone, but it actually hasn't been fully explained. But they have a close connection with the Earth, So that's kind of how you can link it up to Dwarf, but it's not been fully explained by anyone. There are other races who have synergy elements like the Furbolg, the Tuskar and the Quillboar, which is why you'll see some of those mobs in the game with Shaman powers. Anyway lads, that is the end of the video. Be sure to check out my other class lore videos, you'll find links to them at the end of this video. My name is the Meta Goblin, until my next video, ciao!